Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So neither attempt will fall that time.
The Warriors had an amazing regular season. From standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Sacramento now. It's a three-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Well, it's exactly. I mean, you just can't win if you don't shoot a better percentage than that. It's not going to happen.
Shot's good. 6 points for Leonard.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going...
What's up?
Early, he's going to give you problems.
Yeah.
Leonard brings the double team. Here's Green. That's good. The assist that time
I can't
from
hear
Knight.
you guys.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage.
Hello?
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point
Can't
range
hear
in the
you.
first quarter.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Again, the miss by Knight.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Leonard, that's
It's
for 2.
the one and only
that
Eagle
one's on
Lumber
target from the wing.
Stop.
Leonard's got 8 points.
Style and grace from
Hello?
Kawhi Leonard on that.
Hello?
Well, you know
Winston.
that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but
Winston.
even his hands are just massive, measured
Black Ops
at 10
3.
inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow. And I
1v1.
like how he puts himself in position there
Or
to
zombies.
finish on the break.
Yeah, you know,
Or
that's what we
zombies.
call seeing and feeling the game.
Okay.
Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that
I don't
you
know the
oftentimes
name
can't teach, Greg.
Some changes for Golden State. Jared Dudley's checked in for Leonard, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Russell. Here's Green, and it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10.
What do you mean a little
what
bit? I
you
can
typically
hear
find
you.
on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9.
Who's leader of this party?
That just lets you know. The only other hand's comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge.
Winston, are you leader of this
Mozgov,
party?
he's checked in for Faried. And the Kings making a change here. Capella's checked in. And Doris
Winston, do
Burke
you
spoke
want
with
to go
George
to a
Cohen.
private
Doris?
party?
I asked him what the main
Only
reason
us
was for
two?
the disappointing record so far. He said, it's not that easy to put a finger on, but we seem to lack that killer instinct. We don't have the confidence to finish teams off, even when we've got them on the ropes. Let's see if they can change their luck tonight, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Knight after the Warriors pick up 3. Charity stripe shot to the rim and in. Knight's got his first points of the night.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size.
Winston, read my message, okay?
So, nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside
Okay,
shot
so you going party?
no matter
Are you
who's
going to
defending.
party?
Moment here to see the stats for Stevenson. How he did.
And then you go to the
Last
guy?
season, he averaged 8 points a game, 4 assists,
When, and then you put, and then you go, and then you put options on them.
Each and every.
Options on your controller.
Hello? Who the hell is that?
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things.
Hello?
Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now.
Hello?
Hairstow, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Brown comes in
Who
for
are you?
Ray, and Shelvin
Do I
Max
even know
stepping
you?
for
Are you
Brandon
even on my
Knight.
friends list?
And the Warriors also making a change. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for,
Hello?
much closer
Hello?
to his career number.
Hey, who are you?
Before with the Clippers.
My name
That's
is
a great
David.
point. He turned back the clock in
You do?
almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with
What's your name?
He's
David.
on a team
David?
in a role
Yeah.
that suits his talent.
What school do you
And I
go
think
to?
You're going to see him
Westlake
continue
Elementary.
to be consistent.
Matt
You're in elementary?
drops in
Yeah.
the floater.
Oh,
You?
terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Warriors leading by 9. Here's
Wait, how are you in? How are you in my party? I don't even know you. How are you in my party? That's gonna be like so cool how he's laying down. What do you have in your inventory? Hello? Sorry about that, my brother. Brother. You're your best brother. I'm the world's best brother. I'm the world's only brother. Wilson!
Dude. Dude.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Night.
Oh.
What are you playing?
2K16.
What are you playing? Sorry if you
Another
hear
shot.
background noises.
and it's Golden State with another.
It's very stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I have
See,
brothers too.
setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Mack, covered by Peyton. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And the rejection by Smith. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. The
Do you have
Kings shooting their
2K16?
7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
No. I don't really have it.
And that one falls for Stevenson.
What'd you say?
Listen.
Your brother kind of sounds like my friend Logan.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Bairstow. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of...
This is my passion, you know.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, they've got Brandon Knight. He's out there with Shelvin Mack. Rudy Gobert is out there with Oubre. And it's O'Brien in at the 4 spot. And Fareed sends it back. And they're able to recover. They get it again. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for O'Brien. And Golden State also making a change. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
Like this bow I had to find.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Oubre. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
points
everything.
of the night.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them no shot.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot out.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Gobert, that's good. The assist that time from Knight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Mozgov, he's checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Fareed, and Dudley subbed in for Leonard. Russell against Stevenson. Knight wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Bairstow. Mozgov grabs the board.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even
I
crossed
need
their
it
mind.
bad
I
to
love
get a
it.
gun so I can sell it and then get more
3
ammo
seconds
for my
separate the shot
pistol.
clock and game clock. The big dunk at the end of the break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Will it go? Here's Bairstow. Mozgov with the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
The air is not clear. There's still always
Here's Stevenson, and it's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. They set the pick. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 23 points. And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Russell is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Howard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Fareed in at the power forward. That's good.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category, and dead last in blocks as well.
But they get it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. From deep three-point range.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
He dishes it tonight. Leonard brings the double team. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Warriors, 4th.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
Max checked in for the Kings.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Down low, here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
And guys, Shelton. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Leonard brings the double team, and Gobert kicks to Oubre. Here's Mack. He's guarded by Russell. Mack, the pass to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 14. Mack, no luck.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Fareed comes to help. And there's Green on the assist from Shelvin Mack. Green's got 11 points.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
And the Warriors making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Fareed. Jared Dudley's checked in for Leonard. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Russell. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Wow. And so he hits both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Kicks to Capella. Here's O'Brien. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mozgov with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Right wing. Here's Mack. And it's off from three-point range. The three from Dudley. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Dudley's got 5 points in the quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Dudley's got it going outside tonight, hitting 4 of 5, 12 points from three-point land. Brown out there with Brandon Knight. Then there's Brown, and it's Bairstow in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Brown. Goes back up. It's blocked. Ball going up court. Finished off the break. McDaniel's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Marshall. Mozgov kicks to Smith. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Knight passes to O'Brien, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Knight kicks to O'Brien. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Brown outside. Puts up a 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
It's Knight with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
Not only did they shoot the ball.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Doubled by Smith. Knight passes to O'Brien. Feeds it to Brown. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
It's Knight with the drive. That's good.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Sacramento making a for Golden State. Farajao comes in for Mozgov, and it's Payton in for Kendall Marshall.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Knight against Payton. Knight kicks to Gobert. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Shelvin Max checked in for Knight. 35 seconds left in the fourth. It's Brown with the drive and rejection by McDaniels. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Golden State.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Brown outside. Stolen by McDaniels. Offline. So we see the...
Josh, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go, Kawhi Leonard is right up there with the best of them. You know if you leave him open, he's going to knock it down every look he gets. But what makes him elite is his stifling brand of D.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're gonna do this every time we go. We're gonna help y'all out. Then we make you do it again. And then we come to our house and then we do it again. And we just gonna make you forget how we're going in. Baby, let's do it now. Let's do it right now. Baby, I'm gonna be your boss. Let's do it right now. y'all be doing, bro? I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. See y'all. I just wanna see y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Yeah, this ain't too fun. No. Build my. There we go. That is gonna be black. Oh, yellow. Okay. Black. Blue. Black. Blue. No. Black. Yeah. Black. Blue. Black. Blue. What up, bro? bro. No. Edit image picture. Edit, delete, add logo. Nope. I was supposed to add text. Black to go. Bro.